Hello, welcome to iGuide. Today I'll be showing you how to code your data. Whenever you do research or whenever you have this type of data on Excel, you need to code it before analyzing this data on SPSS software. So this coding process will help you to analyze your data uh, in case you are using SPSS software. In this case, I got this file from Google Forms. How I conducted a research, I uploaded a questionnaire, I got the responses, and then I downloaded this file in the form of Excel. Once you got this file, what you need to do is you need to remove all the unnecessary fields. For me, this time field is unnecessary. So I want to delete it. This next thing which you have to do is to see whether there is any empty field in your data or not. Say for example, in this data, this field is empty. Field 16 is empty. So I don't have to analyze this thing. I don't have to code this thing. I just need to remove this. So you have to check that all the responses are filled and all the data is filled. Nothing should be empty. Before coding your data, you must know your questionnaire very well. For example, how you have given the options for age. In my case, I have given 5 options: less than 21, 21 to 30, 31 to 40, 41 to 50, 51 and above. You must realize the sequence with which you have entered in the questionnaire. The similar sequence will be followed over here. In this case, number 1 option for age was less than 21. So simply you have to copy this, press Ctrl and F key on your keyboard, press replace, and then paste this thing. I am going to allot this thing number 1 because this was my first option for the age. Replace all. Everything on my data which was less than 21, it got changed to 1. You have to repeat this step in case of 21 to 30. Copy this, paste it over here, convert it into and replace all. All these age groups will be similarly copied and replaced and with any of the number like 3, 4, 5 and so on. In case of qualification, similar method with which we have coded age will be used to code qualification. In case of gender as well, female and male can be coded as 0 or 1. In case of monthly income, again you need to know which one was your first and then you will replace it with number 1. Now coming towards your responses. In my case, I have basically used a Likert scale and I have allotted number 1 to strongly agree and number 5 to strongly disagree. This can be vice versa as well, like number 1 for strongly disagree and number 5 for strongly agree. Now, before coming towards the coding of Likert scale, you must realize this common mistake which we all do. What is that mistake? Say for example, I want to code agree. I copied this, I pressed Ctrl F, I replaced this thing with 2 and replace all. Okay, every word which was agree is replaced. Now this agree changed strongly agree to strongly to. This movement of mine of changing agree first changed strongly disagree to strongly dis to. You can see it over here. This problem occurred because I have coded agree first. In this case, I should code strongly disagree first. For this, I'm going to undo my changings. I will do code strongly disagree first. I'm going to allot this number 1, replace all. After changing strongly agree, I will now change strongly disagree. Why? Because if I'm going to change disagree first, then again all the disagree words in this particular data will be changed. Similarly, strongly disagree will be changed to strongly 5 or strongly 1, strongly 2 or anything else. I don't want this to happen. For this, you must change strongly disagree after strongly agree so that you should not have any type of problem. I'm going to give this 5, replace all. After this, I'm going to change disagree. Why? Again, disagree is the part of disagree. So if I'm going to change disagree first, then it will not create any problem for me. You must see these changings. Replace all. and now I'm going to change agree, neutral, so on and so forth. Okay, so you must realize there's those words who are part of another words. Say for example, agree is part of strongly agree. In this case, strongly agree should be coded first, then agree. Similar steps will be followed in case of strongly disagree and disagree. Now coming towards my variables, my questions. Say for example, first 5 questions were allotted to variable 1 and then the next 5 to variable 2 and so forth. So what I'm going to do is copy my first question. I'm going to press Ctrl F, again replace it. I'm going to replace it with my name of the variable. Say for example, the first variable was anger and I replaced this thing question 1 with anger 1, which means that this question was of variable anger. This was first question of variable anger. If I have to code all the remaining questions of anger variable, I'm simply going to click this on and this will work. Drag and drop is the sequence which I'm going to follow over here, and there you go. You don't need to do it again and again. The same sequence will be followed for the next 5. I'm going to copy the next question. I'm going to enter the variable along with the number, and then I'm going to copy and paste. So today you learned how to code your data before uploading it on SPSS. This coding is very much important because if you don't code your data, it will create a problem in SPSS and it will create a problem to analyze. In the next video, I will show you how to take averages in this data so that you just don't need to do anything in SPSS, just upload a file and analyze. That's it. Thank you so very much. Subscribe to my channel.